Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. 5 ways to build your confidence. I am so excited to be talking about this. I've always, even since I was younger, just wanted to learn more about how to be confident and stuff because we all have insecurities, all of us. And what woman does not want to feel confident? I think every single person has to want to feel confident. I don't think there's anyone that doesn't care about their confidence, so confidence is a beautiful thing. And so I just feel led and I really want to just discuss this with you ladies. And I think that we all need to start talking about it more and really start to develop growth in this area. So I actually have a post on this on my website on charlottefaraci.com, and so it's kind of leading up to it, but I will have up basically this what I'm going to talk about today in text form, and so you could always look at it and read it if you're better with reading. So I'm really excited about it. So 5 ways to help build your confidence. Let's just state the obvious. I mean, no one is perfect. Everybody has some kind of flaw. And I think that we all have some kind of insecurity, some more than others. But we all have insecurities. I know I do. And this is kind of cool because I'm just trying to grow in my confidence as well. I just want you guys to kind of open your hearts and minds and be open to change, and definitely we're going to be talking about some things that are not maybe so obvious. So let's just begin. Give love. You wouldn't typically think of this as something that's going to help build your confidence, but I feel like this one is one of the most crucial and important ones for you guys to kind of grasp, because when you give love to people, not only do those people feel amazing, but so do you. And go out of your way for someone. Compliment others. Just always compliment somebody. It could be the smallest thing, just go out of your way to tell that person that their hair looks great today, or you're doing a great job at work, you are such a sweet person, or I never let you know how funny you are, or you're always uplifting. Thank you so much for being so uplifting. Like, I love being around you. Compliment your parents, your family, your loved ones, your friends, your significant other. Just give love to them and appreciation to them. People desire that. People want to feel acknowledged and feel appreciated. Not only by complimenting someone, it's going to make them feel better and motivate them to continue to do better and, just feel confident in themselves. But it's going to make you feel joy. It's going to make you happy. It's going to make you feel like, wow, like, I'm glad I told them that, because, you don't know the impact that you could have on someone's life, even by the smallest thing or the smallest words that you could say. I don't think that people hear enough that they're appreciated. I keep saying appreciative. People don't hear enough that they're appreciated, or that they're beautiful, or that they're funny, or that they're, a hard worker, or they're a good person, or they're good at something. People need to hear that. Just think about when you're at work and a manager or your boss just kind of gives you that compliment, gives you that, just something that kind of acknowledges the good work that you did. How good do you feel after that? And how much more motivated do you feel to get the job done better, or to do better? Do you know what I mean? Words are very powerful, and I think in building your own confidence, you need to be able to compliment other people. And especially if you're a woman, complimenting another woman, you want to give love. In return, you're going to get that love back. People are going to want to be around you because they see the kindness you give off and the genuineness, and they're going to compliment you, and then you're going to get uplifted. It's going to be a cycle, and it's very true. So I encourage you guys to always compliment people. And I just want to share something with you. I used to work with this girl quite a few years ago. I'm going to say over 8 years ago. And I ran into her, I think maybe last year or the year before. And once I was leaving the place of her job, she just stopped me really quick and she said, "Hey, I just want you to know that that one time when you told me you're one of the nicest people I ever met, you know, that really stuck with me, and I just want to thank you for that because it really meant a lot." And that was so powerful to me. I just felt like, you know, I mean, I remember saying that, but I don't think about that, you know, and we're going back to that. I do remember she was so sweet. She was just always so positive and so nice. And I was just, I just said it. I was like, you're such a nice person. Like, you're like one of the nicest people I ever met. And that stuck with her, you know, and that's so powerful because all those years ago, she remembered that and she held on to that. And you don't know what that could have done or what your words could do for somebody. I mean, all these years later, that could have helped encourage her or just give her that extra push to always be kind, to always be positive, even on the days where she was not happy or struggling, you know? So that was just so amazing to hear, and such a reassurance that yes, giving compliments and being kind to people and being genuine and caring about other people, loving other people can make such a difference, and you feel good about it, and like people will respond well to you, and that's going to boost your confidence. The first step, take off the focus on yourself and give focus to other people and love people and show love. And the first way to do that is to compliment someone. Receive compliments. This one is a little hard for me. And I don't know if you would think that, but, and not always. Not that I can never accept a compliment. I do like compliments. I mean, obviously everyone does. Everyone likes to hear that they're doing a good job, or that they're pretty, or that they look good that day, or that, you know, they're funny, anything. Like, it's just that sometimes, I guess, depending on the place or where the setting is or who's around, or if it's like one-on-one, then it's not. But like sometimes when people compliment me, I just get awkward. And it's annoying because like I genuinely appreciate their compliment, and I'm not trying to be rude. It's just like I get a little awkward. Like I'll be like, "Oh yeah, right, I don't look pretty today," or "Yeah," or "My bag's old," or "My hair's greasy." Like, stop. Like, you know what I mean? And I think that there's I think that it's a combination of things why I get like that. Sometimes I'm thinking too much. I think like if it was one-on-one, I'm more likely to just accept it. But sometimes I just don't like the spotlight on me and people around me, that they're all looking if someone compliments me, and I'm like, oh, awkward. And I think about people in the background who hear me getting a compliment, and maybe that person doesn't get compliments often. Like, I don't know what it is, but we have to learn to accept compliments with grace, and to, you know, you don't want to make that person who compliments you feel like an idiot. Like, they just took the step out, went out of their way to compliment you. Maybe they, you know, maybe that was hard for them to do, you know, just to be nice to somebody and say something nice. And you don't want to make them feel stupid, or you don't want to come off like you're completely insecure. So accept compliments. I have to work on this one, like I do, because it is a good thing, and I do, it's uplifting. It helps motivate me. So it's not that I don't like it. It's just that I need to learn to accept it with grace and just say thank you, and then compliment somebody else or compliment them. That's as simple as that. Because the more you push out the compliments, and the more you push out like the love or the sincerity of people around you, you know, you're gonna be more susceptible to just feeling like putting yourself down all the time and just talking negatively about yourself or thinking about yourself negatively. And that's not gonna help build your confidence. So always accept compliments. That's for sure a huge thing. Learn to love yourself. This one is very broad, very complex. There's so many, so many areas in which we can talk about and how to love yourself. And I don't even know how long this can go on for, but I think it's a struggle for some people. I think, because when I say love, I don't just mean like oh, I love myself, you know, like, yeah, I do, but that I think that there's certain areas of loving yourself that we kind of are maybe struggling with, if that makes sense. And you know that quote, or that saying, if you don't love yourself, then who's gonna love you? That, I don't know if that's exactly it, but I think that it's partially true, but I think that it doesn't hold true 100%, because there are people in the world that are just genuinely nice people and that just genuinely show love to people, and they're not going to not love you because you're insecure, you don't really love yourself, you know? Like your parents may love you unconditionally, you know, God loves you unconditionally. But if you're talking about a relationship or with a significant other, you know, finding a partner, I think for a lot of it, yeah, I think that you do have to love yourself. And it's not always easy, and it takes maturity, it takes growth, it takes practice, it takes prayer, it takes discipline, because you have to learn to love yourself, and sometimes it's hard. You know, some of the ways that you can show love for yourself is showing yourself respect and making sure that people respect you. Setting up boundaries for yourself or for other people, to not allow things into your life that are not healthy, to not allow people or negativity that affects you and hurts you, to not allow that into your life and into your world and mind. Setting up boundaries for yourself is protecting your heart and your mind and your spirit, and it's showing love to yourself because you know your worth. Knowing your worth, knowing that you have value, learning it may, you may not know it right away, but you have to try to learn it, to gain it, because not everyone can or will respect you, especially if you don't respect yourself. You know, and I mean, we can go on and on about having respect for yourself and boundaries of being a woman, and what not to allow when it comes to men or, you know, boys, or just other women treating you badly, or coworkers or bosses or anything. Like, loving yourself is saying, you know, I am worth value. I demand respect. I have boundaries. Do not cross these boundaries. Knowing who you are. Of course you're always growing. I'm always growing. I mean, I'm in the process of growing. I'm in the process of maturing. I'm still figuring out who I am. And I'm 29. But I think that respect and love is very, very, goes hand in hand, because people will love you and will not cross lines that you do not allow them to. Does that make sense? Hold your head up high. Know that you're a woman, that you're strong, that you're working towards being strong, that you love yourself, and you value who you are, and you know that you're worth being respected and being loved. And when you really start to make a choice to not allow certain things, not allow certain negative thoughts to go through your mind, or negative people in your life, or negative shows, or just negativity, if you know that you're worth more than that, and you deserve positivity, you deserve respect, you're going to learn so much about yourself. You're going to learn strength that you never knew you had. And with that, with the strength, with that power, you're going to gain confidence. How could you not? You understand the power you have. You understand that being a woman, you're in control. You're allowed to say no. You're allowed to, you know, say, I know who I am. You're going to value me. I value myself. Thank you. You know? So with that, you're going to gain confidence. I promise you that.